Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Turfway Park Trifecta Thursdays. Dollar hot dogs, dollar draft beers in the event center. All you have to do is be part of our Fast Track Rewards Club to take advantage of the great promotion Trifecta Thursdays with those dollar draft beers, dollar hot dogs in the event center. A 9-race card this evening, Thursday, January 15th. We'll start the program at 5:55. Compete fast as always. Couple of carryovers. The fourth race with that nice 20-cent single six jackpot carryover. It's in excess of $181,000. A carryover in the nightcap for the super high five, better than $6,500. Let's open up our programs. Here are tonight's changes in the opener. Scratches 6, 13, and 14. Flutter by Zoe, my lady Sansa. Real nice surprise. 6, 13, and 14 out of the Trifecta Thursdays opener. As always, race 1 will begin the early pick 5. And there they go. Slow start, Dados. Border begins the best. Need a bit of luck is showing plenty of zip. Jane Payne strides into the third spot. Pat's Button is fourth. Underi forwardly positioned with the fifth spot along the inside. After that, Blazing Eyes with Muscle Mommy and Golden Grammy. La Bien Lamal is third last. Smokin' Hot Wife second last. And Dados, after that stumbling start, is the distant trailer. Need a bit of luck in Border. 1-2 at the 3/8. Underi gets closer with a nice rail charge. Pat's Button launching her charge 3 wide. Midway through the third, Jade Payne's under a drive from the fifth spot. Smokin' Hot Wife is gathering momentum, and so too is Dados, fourth last but making up ground rapidly. They swing into the lane, need a bit of luck. Underi now gets away from the inside. She's in the two path. Smokin' Hot Wife makes a move for third. Dados to the extreme outside, but they are both far out of it. Need a bit of luck. Underi trying to come and get. Need a bit of luck. Need a bit of luck. Keeps on chugging. Need a bit of luck in the opener from Underi. Third and fourth very tight between Smokin' Hot Wife and Dados. Then we go to La Bien Lamal. Well, you do need a bit of luck in this game. Both the 7 and the 9 were far out of it early. 7 Dados had that very unfortunate beginning. They both made up ground very nicely, but they were so far out of it heading into the turn, and being a 5.5 furlong race, need a bit of luck, took every bit of luck to her advantage. She is the unofficial winner of the Trifecta Thursdays opener. Second place to the 2, Underi. Third and fourth, photo determines that spot. 107 and 31/100's the final time. Need a bit of luck is in the winner's circle. She is a 5-year-old dark bear brown mare by Irrigate out of the Rahi mare. Lily the Pink. Winning owner, Down Under Cable LLC. Winning trader, James Spicer. Winning jockey, Yarmari Correa. Need a bit of luck was bred in Kentucky by Knowles Farm LLC. That exacted $253.48. Trifecta $412.20. 10-cent super, $322.58. Second race 13 and 14 both scratch. Both the also eligibles 13 and 14 scratch from race 2. Tonight's second race will begin the early pick 4. Post time in 24 minutes at 6:25. And there they go. Slow start, Discombobulator. Tommy the Train's hustled out for the lead with Shane Falco. Money Memolo comes away in good order. Hurricane Express is up close to boot. Made a little bit of contact there with Long Acting. And advancing to their outside goes King Hazelton. So let's get back to the leader, who's Tommy the Train. Tommy the Train has the lead. It's Tommy the Train with the top spot. And chasing him from the outside, races Hurricane Express. Shane Falco's in third. King Hazelton deep. Long Acting goes with him. Likewise for to boot along the inside. Break of 2.5 lengths to Discombobulator, who races inside of Motor City Dan and outside of Money Memolo, who has the rail running midfield, those three. Break of more than 2 lengths to Coasting By. Going with him is Agent Cabernet, and Poetic Words is at that back marker. So they race to the far turn. Still Tommy the Train with the lead. Shane Falco cuts into the margin at the 3/8. To boot is third with Hurricane Express. Long Acting's under a drive. Motor City Dan is retreating From the inside is Money Memelo. Money Memelo's trying to pick up his stride with Agent Cabernet to the extreme outside. Still Tommy the Train, the one to catch. Shane Falco's under a drive, under left-handed urging. Now sticks to the outside, and it still is Tommy the Train, and Shane Falco. Nobody else is making an impression. To Boots under pressure from third. Money Memelo's fourth. He'll make a bid for third. It's about Tommy the Train, though. Tommy the Train all the way. Tommy the Train from Shane Falco. Money Memelo's up for third, then to boot and coasting by. Another front-running score so far. Speed doing pretty good to start off the Thursday night action. Trifecta Thursdays. Tommy the Train all the way under Summer Polly. Shane Falco had a look heading into the turn, but he was very erratic. Fernando de la Cruz was urging him repeatedly, left and right, left. Shane Falco could never make the impression needed to bridge the gap on Tommy the Train. Money Memelo a distant third, 139 and 40/100ths the final time. Here comes Tommy the Train to the winner's circle. Winner's circle is in the paddock this evening. 5-year-old Dark Bear Brown Gelding by Quality Road out of the Uncle Mo mare Mocat, owned by Steve Mosier. Ed Mosier, the winning trader, winning jockey Summer Polly. Tommy the Train was bred in Kentucky by Ostromore Pty Limited. And the second race is official, 8247, that exact at $109.60, trifecta $85.08, 3-8 double, $56.73, 10-cent super, $148.54. Third race, scratch the one endless vow out of the third. The 11 Freak City has an additional workout, Thoroughbred Trading Center. 10th of January, half mile, 50 2/5 breezing. Race 3 in 22 minutes at 6:55. Ready for the fillies and mares. And there they go. Pretty good start for all. Ride the Broom and True Class show pace. Jersey's Parade is there. And here's St. Nancy S from between runners looking to pick it up. From the inside is Nixon's Time. She has the white silks. From her outside is Mustang Lady. Further out, Champagne Knights. Also running with them is High Barbie. Freak City second last with Taco Cat backwards. St. Nancy S wanted the lead, and she will make the lead. Better than a length and a quarter. From the second spot, there is Jersey's Parade, and True Class is forwardly positioned in third. Ride the Broom shares the fourth spot with Nixon's Time. They're 4 lengths off the lead. 2.5 the Mustang Lady, flanked by Champagne Knights. Another 2.5 to High Barbie, and Freak City making an early bid. She's now to the outside trying to improve her position. At the tail of the field, there is Taco Cat backwards. St. Nancy S increases the margin better than 2 lengths. Chasing her still in second, there is Jersey's Parade with True Class. Ride the Broom is fourth with Mustang Lady to her outside, 5 lengths off the lead. Length and a half to Champagne Knights under a drive. Then go to High Barbie. Freak City's also under a drive. She's not really responding. Nixon's Time second last. Taco Cat backwards is at the back. Here comes True Class after St. Nancy S. Speed's been good so far. Let's see if St. Nancy S can keep on going. True Class has every right to gun her down in the final furlong. St. Nancy S and True Class. Long ways back to Mustang Lady, who races with Ride the Broom. True Class pokes her nose in front. St. Nancy S right back at her and reclaims the score. St. Nancy S right back at True Class. Long ways back to Ride the Broom with Mustang Lady and Champagne Knights. Last night they were launching from everywhere. Tonight you've got to be somewhat forward. At least that's the way the first three races have shaped up. St. Nancy S put into play early by Luan Machado. True Class had every right to go on by inside the final furlong, put her nose in front, but just like that, St. Nancy S is right back at her. 5 and 3 in the photo, 146 and 51/100ths the final time. St. Nancy S is in the winner's circle. It's her second career score. She's a 4-year-old Bay filly by Promises Fulfilled out of the Langfier mare Esprit de Corps, owned by Pat Madden and David Burnson LLC. Kenny McPeak, the winning trainer, the winning jockey, the Axeman, Luan Machado. St. Nancy S was bred in Kentucky by Patrick W. Madden. Exact is $75.52. Trifecta $119.49. The 8-5 double $66.31. 10-cent super $133.17. 3-8-5 early pick 3 $313.53. Fourth race starts tonight's 20-cent single six jackpot. That carryover in excess of $181,000. 7, 10, 13, and 14. All scratch from tonight's fourth race. 7, 10, 13, and 14. Ready for the 20-cent single six, and there they go. Patrolman squeezed at the start. So too was Memes. They were both hindered at the start. Mo Caliente with the killer crossover, making the pace from the favorite leading. Cheesesteaks up close. Pierce Elevated has the fourth spot. Then we go to Boys Code. Garden Leave races inside of Creek. After them is Memphis Pharaoh. Memes flanks him. Patrolman is the last of 10. Pace on with Mucho Caliente going at a quick clip. Leading stays close, a length and a half behind him. Better than 3 lengths to Cheesesteak, who's in a nice spot through the early stages. He has 2.5 on Pierce Elevated inside of Boys Code. Another 2 lengths to Creek, Garden Leave, and Memphis Pharaoh with an early bid. 3 deep up the backstretch run. More than 3 lengths back to the last 2. Memes and Patrolman. 23-3, 48 seconds the half. Good flow from Mo Caliente. Leading stays close, making his bid. Cheesesteak is third with Pierce Elevated. Memphis Pharaoh continues with a nice run 4 deep outside of Boys Code. How about Memphis Pharaoh? He continues to improve his position with this wide run. Mo Caliente leading is all in. Memphis Pharaoh trying to overcome this wide journey. Boys Code is also under a vigorous drive. Cheesesteak's under pressure. Patrolman's trying to close. It's wide open. Memphis Pharaoh up to the front from Mo Caliente, who hangs on. Cheesesteak is there. And there's Creek emerging from the pack, and he has the best stride, and he's the one to recognize. Creek hits the front. Look at his price, 24-1. Cheesesteak second, Mo Caliente third, and fourth place goes to Garden Leave. Creek left his rivals up the creek without a paddle. Creek at 24-1, 140 and 13/100ths. Free Cheesesteak second best, third place to the 12. Mo Caliente at that huge number after dictating terms. 140 and 13/100ths, the final time from the fourth. In the winner's circle is 6 Creek. 5-year-old bay gelding by Go Zapper out of the Lame Mare Golf. Winning owners are Mindy Equine LLC. Winning trainers Robert Klein. Winning jockey Joe Ramos. Creek was bred in Kentucky by Claiborne Farm along with Adele Dilschneider. 5-3-12-5, 8-5-6, pick 3, $1,030.31. Exacta $597.30. Look at the trifecta, $5,508.16. 5-6 double, $138.95. And that 10-cent super is absolutely huge. Not that the 50-cent try wasn't that bad. That was a pretty good one as well. But look at this 10-cent super, $12,521.91. Better than $12,500 for that 10-cent super. Fifth race starts the late pick 5. 4, 7, 12, and 13 are all out. 4, 7, 12, and 13. The 14, Laybile, draws in off the also eligible list, and she will pick up the services of Dylan Machado. The fifth in 22 minutes is 7:55. And there they go. Laybile with an awkward beginning. Out for the lead, Completely Elegant, covering Resplendence, who really wants to go from the inside. Polly Darling attends the pace. Uncatchable is making up ground. She vies for the 4th position. She races inside of Live Life. Resplendence intent on making the lead from the inside. Completely Elegant matching her, and these two hook up early. Polly Darling third with Uncatchable. Live Life comes away in the 5th position, isolated in that spot. 3 lengths off the lead. 2.5 to Core Memories inside of Got Gone. Length and a half to Island Girl. And the last couple are Liam's Latte and Labile. So it is Resplendence and Completely Elegant. They remain 1-2, and they're trying to slow it down just a bit. Uncatchable third. Polly Darling's in the clear. Live Life still in that 5th spot with 3 to find. Almost a length to Core Memories. Little shy of 4 lengths off the leaders. Island Girl progresses her move along the inside. 5 off the lead. Liam's Latte takes off with a wide run heading into the turn. Got Guns under pressure. She's trying to begin a bid. Follow after Liam's Latte. Labile is still at the back. Resplendence puts away Completely Elegant. Resplendence is the leader. Chasing her is Core Memories, and also there is Uncatchable with Liam's Latte. Polly Darling gives way just a bit. Island Girl tries to close in. Resplendence is the one to catch. She's been doing all the heavy lifting. Dealt with Completely Elegant. Shrugged off that foe. Still has plenty left. Here's Island Girl making a move for second. To her inside, Core Memories. Also there with them, Uncatchable and Live Life. But what about the effort from Resplendence? Powerful in victory. Island Girl's up for second. Third and fourth is tight, involving Uncatchable and Live Life. Sometimes in horse racing, certain horses deserve the victory, and I believe Resplendence deserved the victory this evening. She had to do all the heavy lifting, fighting with Completely Elegant early. Now, granted, they did slow it down up the backstretch. They went quick early, established the lead, and then slowed it down very nicely. Resplendence shrugged off that foe and completely whistled thereafter. One Resplendence at 5-1. 147 and 36 100ths the final time. 8 Island Girl second. Photo for the balance. Stand by for all the numbers. Resplendence is in the winner's circle. She is a 3-year-old bay filly by Justify out of the Flower Alley mare Paradise Alley. By Bon Chance Farm LLC, Paulo Lobo, the winning trainer, winning jockey Alberto Burgos. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Bon Chance Farm LLC. 1856. That exact to $51.76. Trifecta $97.51. 6-1 double $207.22. Late pick 3, or excuse me, the middle pick 3, $879.65. Early pick 4, $12,294.70. 10-cent super, $149.60. Nobody had the pick 5. Nobody had the early pick 5. 4 out of 5, $611.53. We will have a nice carryover into Fridays Alive. $104,572.56. That's for the late carryover tomorrow evening. So nobody had the pick 5, the early pick 5. A nice late pick 5 carryover into Fridays Alive. $104,572.56. Race 6. Race 6 begins our late pick 4. Scratch 11 Finance. The 6th is in 23 minutes at 8:25. And there they go. Awkward beginning, Stay Beautiful. Slow beginning, Baby Vanessa. Good start for Katie Hill, firing out for the lead. Stay Beautiful, after that awkward start, is contesting the lead. In fact, she'll pick it up from the inside. So not even the troubles out of the starting gate can stop Stay Beautiful from making the lead. Katie Hill is second. Tiki Hut is third. They're trying to slow that pace down up front. Voluntold's in the 4th spot. Shadoni has that 5th position. Love Nick's Heart is 6th, a little eager to go. After them, races from the outside. That's But Seriously. 3 deep and a good 4 lengths off the lead. It's a break of more than 2 lengths. Baby Vanessa from the far outside. From between runners is Go Lex Go, and the lone debutante Cilicia is at the back. They are crawling up front. 25 seconds that opening quarter. Stay Beautiful almost a length to Katie Hill. In the 3rd spot, Tiki Hut with Voluntold in the clear. After them, We have But Seriously from the far outside. Shidoni is in the two-path and Love Nick's Heart against the rail. 4 lengths off the lead heading into the turn. 2.5 to go. Let's go with Baby Vanessa. Nothing yet from Cilicia. 51 seconds the half. Soft flow for Stay Beautiful. Tiki Hut's making her bid up the inside. Katie Hill's all in, retreating just a bit. Voluntold's under tremendous pressure, not really responding. But Seriously maneuvers to the outside. They all need to step up to Stay Beautiful. Tiki Hut looks like the one that has a look along the inside. Stay Beautiful and Tiki Hut trying to close. Where's Stay Beautiful going? She is wandered all the way to the far outside, and she has given it all up. Tiki Hut and Love Nick's Heart. Here's Love Nick's Heart up to the front. Tiki Hut fights on. A photo finish involving those two. Oh, and Tiki Hut went down after the line. 149 and 66/100ths the final time. Inquiry side once again is up on the board. Stewards want to see what happened there involving Tiki Hut. Adam Baskitza is up on his feet. 3, Love Nick's Heart is the unofficial winner. Second place, 9, Tiki Hut. Third place, 8, Katie Hill. And fourth place, 6, Go Lex Go. Love Nick's Heart in the winner's circle. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Nick's Go out of the Not for Love mare, Love for Scarlet, owned by Double D Racing Stables. Wayne Catalano, the winning trader, winning jockey Gabriel Saez. It was bred in Kentucky by her owner. And race 6 is official. 3986 top 4 finishers, exacta $152.12. Trifecta $173.82. 613 pick 3, $875.25. 1-3 double, $96.91. 10-cent super, $231.34. Up next, our 7th race, a very nice allowance race, sprinting at 6.5 furlongs. Scratches 3 and 5, Tobin Lee and Mr. Sensei. 3, Tobin Lee and 5, Mr. Sensei, both scratched from the 7th, post time in 19 minutes. And there they go. JR Jimmy showing good speed. Also there is Silver Talisman, along with Uncle Bucky and Vaporizer. 4 of them scrimmage for the top spot. Heartily is making up ground rapidly. He's into the 5th spot. Gnome comes away in 6th, then Mischief Mania in the 7th spot, and Mom Spaghetti is the last of 8. Silver Talisman pressing from the far outside. JR Jimmy, the big long shot, matching him. Uncle Bucky is 3rd. Heartily has made up ground very quickly. He's into the 4th spot within 2 lengths, heading into the far turn run. Vaporizer's back to the 5th position. He's a little less than 4 off the pace. Flanked by Gnome. Mischief Mania gears up to the extreme outside. Mom Spaghetti's at the back. JR Jimmy and Silver Talisman are 1-2. The long shot has his nose in front. Heartily's vying for 3rd with Uncle Bucky. Gnome's in the 5th position. Mischief Mania to the far outside. Then Mom Spaghetti. And Vaporizer gives way grudgingly. Silver Talisman reclaiming the lead from JR Jimmy. Gnome is quickening in, and here comes Gnome. And they're stacked across the track. Mom Spaghetti to the far outside. Here's Mom Spaghetti and Gnome. Uncle Bucky tries to quicken in late. Silver Talisman fighting on for a minor placing, but now he gives way. It's Gnome and Mom Spaghetti, and it's Gnome who has maintained his move all the way to the wire. Gnome from Mom Spaghetti. Then we go to Uncle Bucky. Silver Talisman's in a photo for 4th with Vaporizer. 118 and 98/100ths. Gnome. 5-2 when it's all said and done. The second choice Gnome. And earned the victory this evening. 7 Mom Spaghetti really testing him. Long ways back to Uncle Bucky in the photo for 3rd. Others involved in there, Silver Talisman, I believe Vaporizer. But I'll let the placing judges sort out those numbers. 1 and 7 have been posted first. 118 and 98/100ths. Photo for the ballots. In the winner's circle is the 1 Gnome. Back-to-back victories here in Florence, Kentucky. Gnome is a 3-year-old Abay colt by Tapature out of the Forefathers mare Over the Garden Gate by Didi McGehee. Bred in Kentucky by Didi, winning trainer Kelsey Danner, winning jockey Victor Carrasco. 131 pick 3, $144.99. 136 consolation pick 3, $34.28. 10 cent super, $59.65. 17 exacta, $40.02. 174 trifecta, $51.67. 3-1 double, $79.87. The consolation double looked like $10.19. 3-6 consolation double indeed, $10.19. Eighth race, another nice allowance race on the Thursday night card. The eighth race to be run at the classic distance of 1.25 miles. 4-year-olds and up, 3 and 13 both scratched. Don Dragon and Slip Mahoney. Gabriel Saez, new jockey 5, the Hidden Chamber. And for those playing the late double, Gabriel Saez will be replacing Adam Beschizza aboard 2 American Summer in the nightcap. So Gabriel Saez picking up both of the Beschizza mounts for races 8 and 9 for trainer Kelsey Denner. The 8th race in 21 minutes at 9:30. And there they go, stumbling start, Warlander. Shankar is showing pace from the inside. Midnight in Finley forwardly placed this evening. He wants to pick it up. Reversal of tactics for Midnight in Finley all the way to the rail, putting Shankar in a tight spot. Segoy is pressing. Shankar wants to go. Also there, Punxsutawney Phil and Mount Horeb's in the clear 3 deep. He's in that 5th spot, 2.5 from Midnight in Finley. The Hidden Chamber's isolated in the 6th position, a little less than 5.5 off the lead. Almost 3 lengths to Warlander, who races with Obelisk. Copper Missile races with Hilliard, and Modica is the last of 11 as they race into the clubhouse turn. Midnight in Finley and his pace partner Segoy. Shankar is 3rd with Punxsutawney Phil. Mount Horeb in the clear, and he settles into that 5th position, 2.5 from the pace. Better than 3 lengths to the Hidden Chamber, half a length to Warlander from the inside. Another 2 lengths to Modica, advancing outside of Obelisk. Copper Missile is in the 10th spot, and the early trailer is Hilliard. He's in that 11th spot, and it's a little less than 8 or 9 lengths from first to last. And it's Midnight in Finley and Segoy, 1-2. Mount Horeb in the clear, covering Punxsutawney Phil. Shankar goes with them from the inside. The Hidden Chamber still isolated in the 6th spot. He's creeping a little closer, 4 lengths to find heading into the turn. Warlander's under a drive, joined by Modica. Then we'll go to Copper Missile with Obelisk, and Hilliard's at the back. Segoy has come away with the lead. Midnight in Finley is 2nd. Shankar's ready to tackle them behind the leading group. Mount Horeb's been covering a ton of ground. He's outside of Punxsutawney Phil. The Hidden Chamber tries to quicken in with the Orange Silks. Copper Missile has made up a lot of ground up the inside, but it's Segoy with the lead. Shankar to his outside. Punxsutawney Phil, then Copper Missile and the Hidden Chamber. Segoy and Shankar. Shankar tackling Segoy. Here's Shankar to the outside of Segoy in a photo finish. Segoy or Shankar, then Copper Missile, and 4th and 5th is tight with the Hidden Chamber and Punxsutawney Phil. This one's very tight on the line. Segoy and Shankar, 2 minutes 5 and 34 100ths. Segoy gets a very good-looking bob there, but it is extremely tight. The placing judges will sort it all out. Stand by for the unofficial winner. Segoy likes it here at Turfway Park. 13 starts have resulted in 5 trips to the winner's circle. This one's going to push him over $200,000 locally and over $900,000 in his career. What a 9-year-old. Bay gelding by Caraconti out of the Devil Is Due mare Timeless Spirit, owned by EKB Stables LLC. Rapid rewards for the connections, also owned in partnership by Royal Bamboo Racing, who just recently claimed Segoy. Brittany Vandenberg, the winning trainer, winning jockey Luis Contreras. Winner was bred in Kentucky by Normandy Farr. 3-1-11 pick 3, $174.22. 3-6-11 pick 3, $36.61. 11-2-1-9, the top 4 finishers, exacta $167.56. Trifecta $429.29. 111 double $26.06. 10 cent super $967.25. One more race to go on the Trifecta Thursdays card. Super High Five carryover, better than $6,500. 5, 9, and 10. 5, 9, and 10 all scratched from the Thursday nightcap. Both the also eligibles 13 and 14 will draw it. Post time in 21 minutes at 10:01. And there they go. American Tapit breaks very alertly. Channel View breaks a little slowly, and American Summer's at the back. Out for the lead, Shining Silver covering Ronia. And chasing them is Conquerus with American Tapit and Cup of Coffee from the far outside. Overlook has that sixth position, a little less than 3 lengths off the lead. Better than 3 lengths to G1 Bound, who has been joined by Smoked Peach. Then we'll go to American Summer with Tapajou Bell, and Channel View is towards that back marker. Shining Silver battling with Roni, and Cup of Coffee makes her move 3 deep at the 5/16. Conquerus is the gray behind the leading 3. American Tapit's in the clear, trying to progress into the scene. Overlook needs to go now, and she is quickening in with 4 lengths to find. And after that is American Summer. Ronia still with the lead. Cup of Coffee trying to wear her down. American Tapit has kept to her task, and she's closing. And how about American Summer progressing beautifully up the inside? Here comes American Summer with a strong rail rally, and she's the winner at first asking. Doubles, Kelsey Danner and Gabriel Saez. American Summer from American Tapit. 3rd, 4th, and 5th involves Cup of Coffee, Overlook, and Channel View. 112 and 57 100ths in the nightcap. American Summer, one of the 2 debutantes, wins at first asking. She was far back early, but she had a lot of momentum in the final quarter of a mile with a strong rail charge. 112 and 57 100ths, the final running time from the nightcap. Number 2, American Summer, the unofficial winner. 11, American Tapit, so it's an all-American exacta here in the nightcap. The 11 checking in second. Looks like the 13, Cup of Coffee for third. Then the 4, Overlook, followed up by the 12, Channel View. Placing judges will have the numbers up momentarily. Very professional victory. Nice quarter of a mile finish up from this gal. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Constitution. The Summer front mare, Speak to Me of Summer, by the estate of Brereton C. Jones. A training double for Kelsey Danner, a riding double for Gabriel Saez. The winner was bred in Kentucky by her own. Exacta $131.74, trifecta $205.59, 11-2 late double, $60.88. 10-cent super, $147 and a penny. Late pick 3, $111.2, $173.32. Late pick 4, $2,947.67. Couple of nice carryovers for Fridays Alive. Late pick 5, $14,673.99. 4 out of 5, $110.88. Back to those payoffs. So we can read it a little bit more clear a second go around. Late pick 5, $14,673.99. 4 out of 5, $110.88. Super High 5, $3,556.86. Better than $3,500 for that Super High 5 payoff. How about the 20-cent single 6 carryover, fans? $254,105.05. Get a full carryover up to over $254,000. And don't forget about the late pick 5 carryover in excess of $104,000. $104,572.56. Fridays Alive late pick 5 carryover. Better than $254,000 for the 20-cent single 6. A couple of sweet carryovers to think about for Fridays Alive beginning at $5.55. Sure hope you enjoyed your Trifecta Thursdays. When leaving the track, please drive very carefully. We'll see you tomorrow evening right here at Turfway Park. Good night, everyone.
Times have changed, but some things remain timeless. Hard work, perseverance, unwavering dedication. From sun up to sundown, our passion fuels us to drive further and push harder. We do it for the horses, for our families, and for the sport we all love. For well over a century, we've committed to doing the usual, unusually well. Claiborne Farm, the tradition continues.